Mm, Hello, Niladri. I want to know about combusted science, Dagdarashi. I forgot. Okay, this is I have to search. I wrote about it before, but as these concepts are not used much, I just forgot about it. Just a second. Uh, it is like a combination of day, tithi, and nakshatra, where everything can be related with idea, like fiery planet, fiery sign, and all. It is related with that. I don't know much about it, so I cannot help you. Sorry. I have learned very much from your website, so very, very thank you for providing free content for us. You're welcome. But regarding this concept, I cannot help you much. Dagda Rashi I think I wrote about it. I forgot, but right now I cannot help much. Sorry about it. Mm. Right. Good evening, Ankita. Next question. What is calculated from Capricorn and Saturn's position birth chart? What is calculated means? Saturn's position shows where our duty and responsibilities are there in our life. Capricorn also shows our duty and responsibility being the 10th house and like 10th house energy, 10th being the 10th sign. Wherever Capricorn falls into your chart, you are going to get your authority and recognition from that area of life, but with immense hard work and perseverance. Because it is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn represents delay, hard work, and perseverance. The person can get like success, authority, recognition after much delay, hard work, perseverance. So wherever Capricorn is falling in your chart, that is where you are going to get your authority and recognition. Wherever Saturn is falling, that's where your duties and responsibilities are there in life. Okay. I am fine, Samira ji. How are you? Uh, Saturn retrograde delays result of any house it is transiting. Saturn is anyways delays. Like retrograde or not, its nature is delay. Okay. Saturn itself represents delays. That is why the stories of Saturn having a limping leg, it cannot walk fast and all that. That is representation of the same thing. Delays. Okay. Someone is walking very slowly with limping leg. So that is what. Please explain the concept of retrograde as per science. As we discussed before, also like retrograde planets are those planets which look like going backwards. Look like they don't go backwards. They are always like every planet is moving forward, but it looks like from Earth's perspective, because Earth's speed is faster. It is like, suppose this is Earth, this is the planet which is revolving around Earth in its orbit, and it comes closer to Earth. Now, Earth's speed is faster on its axis to rotate, and like planet's speed is slower. So, from looking at that planet from our Earth, it looks like the planet is moving backwards. So that is why, like they are considered as retrograde planets are considered as the planets which move backwards, but it is just an optical illusion. So the retrograde planets bring optical illusion, confusions in the things related with that planet. Like Jupiter may bring illusion related with knowledge, higher education, which field I should take higher education and which field I should not take. Venus retrograde can bring like confusion around finance or relationship, or whichever house Venus rules, likewise for other planets, and also whichever things a particular planet represents, person person reflects back over those things due to confusion whether I should do it or not. And there is a lot of back and forth in the retrograde planets. Then this like they are also closer to Earth, so they are like their rays are reaching us with more intensity. That is what explain the concept of right. And now because of that confusion or that illusion, we end up in like making some mistakes in life. In later life we can correct those mistakes when we are in 30s or mid 30s and all, then we realize our mistake, we correct those mistakes. So I always feel retrograde planets are kind of average planets in early life, initial life. They make some, they bring some confusions which make us do some mistakes, then we realize that mistake, then we correct them, and we get better results from like mid 30s onwards. Right. Do we need to consider about sun sign? Sorry. Do we need to consider about sign aspects in prediction? I don't use it. People who follow Gemini astrology mostly they use sign aspects. Okay. So if you follow Gemini astrology, and it is like different set of or set or branch of astrology, it has its own concepts. So okay, fine, go there completely. Follow all the rules of Gemini astrology. Then not only this much, follow other rules also of Gemini astrology. Then you can follow this aspect. Otherwise, if you follow Parashar system, then completely follow Parashar system, at least in the beginning when we are learning it. Okay. Suppose someone is like experienced for 15, 20 years and all, he has seen like more than 10,000, 20,000 chart. He can play around with the different system. He has that mastery. But when we are learning something afresh as a new beginner, we should focus on one system first. Try to perfect one system and then try to learn other things. Rahu transit over Atmakaraka moon. What will be the result? Person will be obsessed. Rahu is obsession. So Rahu transiting over Atmakaraka moon. Person will be obsessed towards following his life path, that what is he will be concerned about what is my life path, am I following it or not. First of all, let me find out what should I do in this life, and then go towards it, then gravitate towards it. That is what can happen with Rahu transiting over moon. Sun and Venus in each other's nakshatra in fourth house Leo. Okay. Is it also considered as an exchange, and what is the significance? It is called Nakshatra Parivartan Yoga. So this is like a person is it works just like a normal Parivartan Yoga exchange. So this is a Nakshatra Parivartan Yoga. We need to interpret it just like in any Parivartan Yoga. Only the significance of nakshatra will also come into play. Okay, what then those nakshatras represent, they also come into play. So here Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni. So person will get like additional results of Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni. Most of these yogas are not helpful in personal life, in relationship matters. They are mainly helpful in professional life. Okay. So in creative matters, in financial matters, it can be very helpful. But in relationships, it can bring ego conflicts. Jupiter Rahu in fourth house and Sun Venus Mercury Ketu in the 10th house, Pisces ascendant, going through Rahu Dasha, Mercury Antardasha, Mercury uh, Mercury Parivartan Yoga and mutual aspect with Jupiter. Will it give me gains? Nothing will give you gains, and if you don't do something related with this planetary placement. Rahu Jupiter are in Pisces in the fourth house. Jupiter, Mercury, there this Rahu Dasha. Rahu is where? Fourth house. Fourth house is home, private offices. It is sitting with Jupiter. Jupiter is what? Knowledge, guidance, counseling. So if you do something related with knowledge, guidance, and counseling in your current Dasha from your home or private offices, then you get the best result. Just because a planet is sitting somewhere, it is not going to give result unless you explore that area of life, unless you activate something there. Okay, just because I have Venus in the like 12th house, I'm not going to get, I cannot just dream that money will fall from foreign lands in my lap. I have to deal with foreign people, then I have to serve them, then only money can come. Okay, so just because mutual aspect is there, you are under the dasha, that is an indication you should be dealing with this area of life, then you can get the result. Okay. I always wonder how is current transits time is determined. How do they know what is the concept to do of this? There are many ways to like locate the planetary placements in the sky. Like if you know about Jantar Mantar, okay, there are few like places like Jantar Mantar and all, where they calculate the planetary positions and all timely basis. So you can research about it, find out like what are the ways they can like they adopt to calculate, and how accurate or inaccurate it can be. You can do a research on your own if you are interested in knowing this. So in your city, in like at Delhi also there is Jantar Mantar, at Ujjain also there is Jantar Mantar. So those places can help you in finding out the ways to calculate. Good evening, Ani. How will be Jupiter if it's retro in Ardra Pada 4 in second house, its placements and aspect? If it's 8th and 11th Lord, it is like Taurus ascendant and Jupiter is in second house Gemini. So it is like person is it is in enemy sign, so a person feels like frustration. Jupiter is a benefit planet, it will give some benefits if person involves into Jupiter related activities, that is knowledge sharing, guiding and counseling. But as it is in enemy sign, person will have some sort of frustration regarding the overall result. He will feel I put so much of effort, I didn't get any result and all that. That is the kind of feeling he may get. Plus this like it is in Ardra, so it is like Rahu Jupiter energy exchange. Person can like be interested in different point of views, different belief system and all. Their person can be interested. Okay, so a person can have like interest in various different belief system. Okay, what Christianity says, what Islam says, what this religion says or that religion says. Person will be very much interested in knowing it. Let's think fourth house activate in certain dasha period. How we analyze whether mother house, mind, vehicles, which of those things involves. This is where like I wrote an article on just go to the website, search for the article named Decoding Astrology, that you should read. Okay, there I talked about this problem which all astrologers have. How we can know, how we can make it more precise, that out of all these things, truckload of things, which thing person will be interested. Okay, it largely depends on his evolution level, whether he is at tamasic stage, rajasic stage or sattvic stage. Here three gunas of the nature become important. Okay, if the person is more all these interpretations, suppose like one house, one planet, one sign, one nakshatra represents truckload of things, thousands of the things. We can divide them into three categories. Tamasic, Rajasic, Sattvic. Tamasic is destructive energy or energy of non-creation. Rajasic is creative energy, something new, and like Sattvic is the balance between the two. So, if person is more tamasic by nature, he will be attracted towards more tamasic representations of that house, sign, or planet or nakshatra. If person is more rasic by nature, he will be more interested in the rasic qualities of that house, sign, nakshatra, or planet. And if he is more sattvic by nature, he will be more interested in sattvic representations of these things. How to know if a person is Rajasic, Sattvic, or Tamasic? Through his statements. When he talks with you, when someone writes an email to me, okay, looking for consultation, through his questions only I can understand where he is interested, the kind of questions the person is asking. Okay, that gives enough indication that okay, if this person is thinking about creating something new, he is thinking about destroying something, or he is thinking about the balance, the sustenance. So the views we keep, the views we like assert, those things tell us that whether the person is more tamasic, rajasic, or sattvic. Accordingly, he will get engaged into those activities. Can we predict with assuming Mahadasha Lord as Lagna? That is another way of like prediction. This is additional. Okay. Uh, Beyond all the things we can understand through Mahadasha planet. Okay, the Karaka, the house lords, where planet is placed, where which nakshatras it rules, and all. Also make that planet as your ascendant and see chart from there. So suppose I am going through Jupiter Dasha. Jupiter is in my ninth house Cancer, so I can make ninth house Cancer as ascendant and then look at the whole chart from there. Especially if I want to see the Antardasha result, that will give the indication. The Mahadasha planet as Lagna, that Lagna will give the indication where Antardasha planet is giving the result. Uh, if exalted Jupiter in the third house and exalted Mars in the ninth house, in which house of area should bring me the best result? Third and ninth. Okay. It is like they are both are traveling related houses. They both are the houses of working for self. Third house is self efforts. Ninth house is loss of authority figure. Plus, they both are the houses of this knowledge sharing. Okay, collection of knowledge. Third house is communications, and ninth house is publications. Third house is collection of information. Ninth house is sharing of information. Third house is learning. Ninth house is teaching. So get involved into these kind of things. That is what is going to bring the best result for you. Right. Jupiter Rahu conjunction in Pisces sign. Jupiter is Vargottama. Is this person truly spiritual? We cannot know. Okay. And like I was thinking about it recently. Every individual thinks spirituality in a different way. I may have my own definition of spirituality, and if I meet someone who has similar definition, I may feel that this person is very spiritual because he is aligning with my definition. Okay, so this is the main thing. uh, before judging another person whether he is truly spiritual or not, ask yourself what is your definition of spirituality. For me, if you want to know about if you want me to give you one or two statements of a truly spiritual person, a truly spiritual person which we say enlightened being and all, he will talk about the whole existence. Okay, he will not talk about the benefit of one person, one community, one caste, one religion, one country. For him, whole existence is one. Okay, so when he talks about the benefit of all. Now benefit of all means, then there is, and there cannot be any war, there cannot be any conflict, there cannot be any uh, resentment towards each other. Are we willing to follow that person? Because most of the times we are so much attached with our own caste, our own religion, my country, my caste and all. So we may feel that this person is wrong because our approach towards spirituality is something different. Okay, we have our own definition of spirituality. So rather than judging someone else whether the other person is truly spiritual or not, just ask yourself, what is your definition of spirituality? Because accordingly you will like another person. Okay, accordingly you will judge that okay, this person is spiritual or not because he is aligning with your definition or not. Okay, that is what I feel. Happy weekend, Karthik. Some astrologers talk about their prediction based on planetary placement as per Kalpurush. For example, if someone has Venus in 12th house, they say it's Pisces and therefore good, even if it is Leo. Everyone can have their own ways. I'm not here to say that this person is right or that person is wrong. If the person is having enough experience in a particular field of astrology, particular branch of astrology, he is well within his right to follow it. Okay, everyone can have a different approach. Okay, even when I am taking classes and we are going through classes every week, I can see like a different, although they all are learning from me, but they all can have different approach somewhere. Somewhere they want to follow their own nature, which is good. Okay, so that is what is the most important, where you feel most comfortable. If I feel most comfortable with Kal Purush Kundali and I have given good predictions so far from Kal Purush Kundali, I should continue with it. I should not leave just because others are not following it. Okay. As eighth house is second from the seventh house of marriage. If eighth lord is in 10th house, then if person having job only can get married. I didn't understand anything of this question. As eighth house is second from the seventh house of marriage, if eighth lord in the 10th house, then if person having job, I didn't get it. Please rephrase the question. How to determine a person's nature only by his planetary placement? No, we cannot. As I said, we can determine person's nature, sattvic, tamasic, or rasic, only by talking to the person. When the person is more interested in creating something, he is more rasic. When a person is more interested in destroying something, the easiest example I can give, a tamasic person, if even if you provide the best opportunity to the person, okay, the best type of opportunity for business or job, but if a person, that person is tamasic, he will somehow find some fault in it. He will find some reasons why he cannot do that activity. You provide the best scenario. Okay, you provide all the facilities, all the support system, and the person will be somehow finding some fault, one fault, that okay, because of this thing I cannot do it. This is tamasic person. Rajasic person, even if the whole world is against him, okay, his whole situation is not in favor, still he will be looking for the reasons for doing that particular activity. Okay. Best example like Helen Keller, more rustic person. Okay. Despite having all the health issues she had overall life, she still created something. Worst person can be someone who is committing a crime, no reason whatsoever, still committing a crime. So that is tamasic person. Sattvic is the balanced. Okay, who knows the importance of both the things. Tamasic also, Rasic also. Is there a compilation of signification of houses based on gunas and epoch? Uh, we cannot. As we discussed during classes also, when a person is completely thinking about himself only, okay, if I am only thinking about myself, I don't care if people outside in the world are dying. Let me be concerned about myself. I don't care if I sell adulterated food material and people die because of that. As long as I'm making money, that's great. This is tamasic. Okay, he is all concerned about himself, because there are so many representations, thousands of representation. We cannot have like exhausted list of tamasic, rastic, or sattvic, but these are the ways. Tamasic person is all about himself, nothing else, himself. Okay, even if someone is dying, he is thinking that okay, what is my benefit in this death, or what is my loss in this death. He is all about himself. Second, rasic person, he is about himself plus people around him, somewhere who is connected. I, my, and mine. Okay, that is rasic person. He is thinking about himself plus people connected with him. At least like a little bit of evolution has happened. He is not only thinking about himself but people around him. Okay, who are okay, my friend, my relative, my partner, my child. Okay, my like students, my teacher, my community. So at least like his purview has expanded from only I to my and mine. Okay, the third is like all. Okay, one person who is behaving equally with everyone. Okay, who is not making any distinction. Everyone, one means everyone. So that is sattvic. My and mine is rajasic. Only I, that is tamasic. So that is the like easiest way to find. As I said, like thousands of representations, so we cannot be very sure about it. That this representation is some tamasic or rasic or sattvic. In determination of dasha results, how many dasha should I consider till prana dasha? I consider three level: mahadasha, antadasha, or tantradasha, because after that it becomes like very minute. Few days or few months or few weeks. So go up to I go up to three level. Uh, this Mahadasha, Antardasha, or Pratyantardasha. When Saturn and Mars having Mahadasha, Antardasha period, at that time in transits, both Saturn and Mars conjunct or aspect, is this transit affect results of those predictions in the Dasha result? Right, things will be very slow or things will be very frustrating. Okay, results will be very frustrating because their basic nature is different. Mars wants to achieve everything right now quickly. It is all about actions. Saturn is all about delays, hard work, and perseverance. Saturn tells okay, you have to work hard and then you will get the result, and so you have to show the perseverance. So that's why the person feels frustrated. Saturn Mars combination, either in the sha or in the transit. Eventually we have to like bow down to the Saturn. We have to accept that we have to persevere, then only we can get the result. How can a very experienced astrologer predict with just only one planet? Suppose Scorpio moon in Jeshta nakshatra in the seventh house with Ketu. It can happen, no big deal. Like Scorpio moon in Jeshta, it shows that it is seventh house. You start with the house because that is where the events are happening. Seventh house is other people, masses, business, and relationship. Scorpio is the sign of instability. It shows instability in relationship, business of any like research oriented matters because Scorpio represents that mind works in research oriented matter. Very research oriented mind is still like some sort of difficulties with the relationship with mother because moon is mother also. Person can be very fearful about big changes in life. Moon Ketu conjunction can bring again research oriented ability, mystic mind, spiritual mind. Mind can feel more peaceful if he gets into meditation. And Jeshtha means the person's mind is seeking authority and recognition. Very secretive person. Also very much interested in occult mysticism or any other research oriented matters. Psychology also. So we got like 10, 11 predictions. Good enough for one position. Right. Uh, so it happens with the experience, nothing more. As second from the uh, represents benefit of the house, so marital bliss or benefits can be having by a native in the area of eighth lord residing in. Uh, for example, eighth lord Venus in the 10th house, then native should be employed. I don't think so. Please pay attention to the title of the video. No questions on marriage remedies. Okay. And do all the nakshatras have gunas like sattvic? In existence has gunas. Forget about what has or what doesn't have. This whole life is the interplay of gunas. That is what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. गुण गुणों में बरत रहे हैं. Everyone is following his nature, his gunas level. Okay, everything. Okay, me, you, this table, this mobile, this laptop, this couch or this bed, that AC, everything is guna based. Okay, nothing else. uh, can without blood relative person can choose a woman as his mother. Person can choose. Who is stopping him? If I want to choose someone as mother, why not? Sun, Mercury, Venus in fifth house for Sagittarius ascendant. Will it support wealth as to benefit or aspecting 11th house, or will it help marriage as Libra is sign in 11th house? Forget about marriage. Okay. Let's discuss Sun, Mercury, Venus in the fifth house. Fifth house is education, guidance, counseling, creativity. Financial markets. Also, Mercury, Venus can make someone very good with financial markets and all. It can also make someone skillful. Okay. Person can be interested in education and sports also. So all these things, if person gets engaged in all these things, serves other people through these things, then person can gain out of it. Okay. So just because a planet is sitting there, it is not going to give result. We have to get involved into the activities of that house. Okay. Irrespective Lord of 11th house on the mm, Moon Mars Sun conjunction in a Scorpio sign, what will be the result? Very mystical person, very secretive person. Okay, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Sun, all in a Scorpio. One planet in a Scorpio is enough to bring secrecy. This person has four planets in a Scorpio. Okay, so that is That is what this shows. What will be the result? Very like a secretive person, but research oriented occult mysticism can be a high interest. Very unstable kind of life. Instability can be very high. Okay. Person can have karmic relationships in life. That is also one of the result. Suppose Moon Ketu in Scorpio in seventh house. Should I consider seventh house effect as well as eighth house, as Scorpio is eighth uh, is the eighth house? Should I predict like this? Uh, Scorpio sign is falling into the seventh house. Okay, sign molds over the house. What it means, the person will approach the seventh house related matters in Scorpio related matters. He will approach seventh house related matters in Scorpion ways. Okay, so this person can be like very possessive about their partner, can be very possessive about their relationship partner and all, can be very protective also. Scorpio is also sign of protection. Then this seventh house is other people. He may like to deal with other people in secretive matters, in research oriented matters. So person is approaching seventh house in Scorpion ways. Understand it like this. How can we interpret planets behaving in different signs? What is the difference between Jupiter in 10th house Leo and Jupiter in 10th house Scorpio? House is where there is an article on website that will help you, like concept and all these things. And just search for it, you will get. Means it means like house is where the event is happening. Sign is the kind of event is happening. Planet is bringing the event, and the dignity is showing the event is good or bad or ugly or whatever. Okay, so in this example which you are giving, 10th house is where the event is happening, either with father or with like and like people at workplace. Leo sign is like Leo is the sign of creativity. So person's workplace can be very creative, or person is also looking for high authority. Leo is the sign of authority. Scorpio is the sign of like changes. If Scorpio sign is falling here, then the 10th house related matters are getting impacted by Scorpio. Instability at workplace. So that is the difference between the Jupiter in Leo and Jupiter in Scorpio. Jupiter in Leo in the 10th house can be helping people in creative matters, can be a guide counselor in creative matters. So that is what Jupiter in 10th house Leo represents. Jupiter in 10th house Scorpio can be guide counselor in research oriented matters. So that is the difference between the two. Okay. Uh, but that one article will help you. uh, Concept, I will just ping that article. Okay. This is the article which I just pinged. That is that is going to help you. Mm, this is done. This is also done. Yo, Niladri. How to determine its nature of work, self-employment, or job or business? What are the houses signs? This is like long. There are many articles on the site on the what planetary placements can bring with business, but planetary placements can be good for job setup and all. Just check those articles. This is like too many planetary placements. How does 12th house affect the marriage? I don't understand the results of 6th from the 7th is equal to 12th house. 6th, let's talk about relationship, not marriage. 7th house is relationship, 12th house is losses, 6th from the 7th, 6th is conflict. So, conflict with the relationship partner can bring the losses. So, 12th house represents conflicts with the partner. How to interpret stability in work, in life, in others? Uh, does the fixed sign play any role? Uh, we can say earth signs, not fixed signs, because one of the fixed sign is Scorpio, which represents instability. Okay, so that is why I will rely more on earth sign to understand the stability in life and all. But there is nothing like stability. Okay, don't look for stability in life. Don't look for consistencies and all. Okay, things will be difficult. Things will be unstable because nature itself is unstable, life itself is unstable. Okay, so that is why. Ninth lord moon in Scorpio. Right, this is done, Samira. Ninth Lord Moon in Scorpio ascendant. Does that mean ninth house religious beliefs knowledge coming from to the first house? Uh, since Moon is debilitated, mean difficulty in that result, sir. It shows that person's ninth house related activities are coming to him. Okay, he is getting those things because Moon is a benefic planet. Okay, so person is still getting it, but he is not happy about it. Okay, it is like suppose ninth house also represents higher education, so person is going for like post grad or phds and all that. Okay, and then like person is getting phd after much hard work and perseverance because it is debilitated, maybe like he has to work really hard for it. And after getting phd he feels that okay, it is not like the whole effort is of no use because it is getting debilitated. Okay, so that is what happens. Ninth lord in the first house debilitated. Okay, moon. Okay, this is done. Okay, yo, thank you. Where Mars is in Leo in ninth house for Sagittarius ascendant, but Mars is Lord of 12th house also, uh, for Sagittarius ascendant. Right. 12th also and aspecting its own sign. Will it give results more as fifth lord, as trine lord? In trines are very benefic, or will it also give the negative results? Everything is an addition in astrology. The basic rule of astrology. Everything gets added up. Mars will bring some results of ninth house also, fifth house also, 12th house also. Nothing, nothing like cancels anything in astrology. How to determine and enhance natives' intellectual ability and capacity of brain? How to interpret the birth chart? Mercury represents our intellect. Okay, so Mercury's position. Uh, Mercury's position can represent someone's like knowledge level and all. Uh, Sagittarius, I will say more about theoretical knowledge, like if the person has studied lots of subjects, lots of books, and all, that is Sagittarius or ninth house energy. Okay, just a second. Okay, so that is what it shows. Uh, so these things I will rely if I am asked to like interpret this intellect of a person. Mercury, fifth house. Fifth house is also intellect. Okay. And Sagittarius, if we are talking about like a bookish knowledge. Okay, 9,000 Sagittarius. So these things can be important. Moon also, moon is mind. Right. As I begin with Jupiter Mahadasha, I have been facing a huge contradiction. I have fourth, fifth lords all in the seventh house Taurus, but I also have Ketu in the second house Sagittarius. As second house as a natural Taurus energy, I feel a dislike towards Taurus energy. So now I want to do business, but I also dislike doing any business and dealing with the money. What does my chart want? Do that thing, but remain detached. Be in the world, but not of the world. Involve yourself, do some activity, but try to remain detached. Okay, so that will be helpful. How to determine the best field for a native? Suppose someone is doing CA, in which field should one go? How to determine it is like long process. Go to the website. There is in consultation section, I have given all the things I look for in a particular consultation. The points for career consultations are given. You can check them. How to determine someone's like right career? Does Leo and the own sign of Sun depicts anything related to studies, like study of history uh, or anything? I will relate more with fifth house. Fifth house up to your basic education up to graduation. Fifth lord position, wherever fifth lord is getting placed, person can be interested in that type of education. Higher education, I will relate more to the ninth house and ninth lord position, not Leo. Uh, right, this is done. Okay. If someone has four planets in the 12th house Leo, what does this energy mean? Someone has four planets in 12th house Leo. Can be very creative person, can be very like imaginative person, can be in the field of uh, imagination, authorship, can be in movies field. Movie can be a huge field for this person. Okay, that is also there. Right, but in relationship matters, person can have a sense of loss. Inside Sun, Mercury, Jupiter in the seventh house of Cancer in a girl's chart can be like very emotional person, emotionally super, super emotional. Okay, emotionally high person. Uh, when Mars debilitated in the seventh house, since it is Cancer sign, it is caring sign, but Mars energy cause effects to relationship. This can be a difficult combination. Mars in seventh house Cancer person may encounter a dominating or controlling partner. How much education is seen from fourth house and why? It is like very early education. Fourth house is your home or home environment. So before going to school, when our parents start teaching us alphabets and numbering and all, that type of education is seen from the fourth house. Very early education. If a planet is at 0 degree in eighth house, does it mean that it is actually in the seventh house? I will consider in eighth house only wherever it is placed. Fourth lord in the and the fourth house are both afflicted. Does one face more opposition from people of native land? Right. A person should be away from the homeland. That is what is indication. Saturn in Jyeshtha Nakshatra, Pada 2, Virgo ascendant, uh, and moon sign Taurus. What will be the result? Person should get into his own business with Saturn in the third house. Moon sign is Taurus. That means moon is mind is interested in like higher education, teaching, and guidance. But as Saturn's aspect is coming, this result will come later in life. Initial life person can be feeling frustrated. Saturn in Jyeshtha Pada to Virgo ascendant, and this is done, right? Okay. Mars retrograde in the first house in Gemini sign in Ardhara Nakshatra. What will be the result? Person can be aggressive by nature. Okay, can be. Okay, because Mars is aggression and is retrograde in enemy sign in a difficult nakshatra. Person can be like aggressive. Dominant qualities can be there, and he may exhibit them, project them at his home with his partner, relationship partner. Okay. A Libra native has ascendant Vargottama. Uh, Other thing I can relate with Mars in the first house, Gemini Ardra. That means like person can be like good at business. Okay, can be very quick or ambitious business person, but their friendships may just end. Understand it like Mars is quick and it is in Gemini, and this enemy sign. It is ruler of 11th house of friends, 6th house of dispute. So suppose this person is very good friend with someone and all. Suddenly one dispute comes up, gone. Okay, after that they never talk to each other. Okay, for that because of that small conflict, that is small like issue, they may never even like interact with each other. So that is what happens, like uh, quick dissolutions of friendships and all. A Libra native has ascendant Vargottama, although he's jovial in childhood, but in his 20s he's very matured and sophisticated. Why so? I cannot tell things unless I have a chart. Okay, please understand it. So Libra ascendant and Vargottama can be thousands of people in one generation itself. Okay, forget about one individual. There can be thousands or like millions of the people with Libra ascendant and ascendant Vargottama. We cannot make a general rule. I have to see the chart. Okay. My sorry, Mars in Chitra Libra in ascendant good as it is has lordship of Chitra. Uh, Strength is seen from the sign, not the nakshatra. Sign wise, Mars is in uh, neutral dignity. Mars is in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Mars and Venus are neutral towards each other. I am often treated like an outsider in my city, but when fourth house and fourth lord are both afflicted, then there is already a lack of peace of mind. Then can leaving homeland help regain that peace? Yes. I have Ketu in the fourth house, ruled by Saturn. I am staying away from my homeland for last 20 years, and I am very peaceful. Okay, and I lose my peace whenever I go to the homeland. Seventh Lord Jupiter in Ashwini Nakshatra, Pada 2, Virgo Ascendant, and Venus in Punavasu in Nakshatra Pada 3, conjunct with Mercury in Ardhra Pada 3 in 10th house. Okay, in 10th house for Virgo Ascendant. What is the question? If a planet is 0 degree in 8th house, then should we? I cover it. The I will take wherever it is placed. If it is in the 8th house, 0 degree, I will keep it in 8th house. I will not treat it in 7th house. Okay. So, did you also face opposition? Yeah, right. I always face. I face even today when I deal with them. So I stopped dealing with them. Okay, I think we are done 1 hour. Any further question? Otherwise, see you next week. When Ketu in the fourth house, purpose and all, Ketu in the fourth house, Rahu is in the 10th house. If we lose peace of mind in homeland, can we go for fatherland? If it is different one from motherland, in order to get peace of mind, go where fourth lord is placed. Okay, not where Rahu is placed. Go where fourth lord is placed. That will be more helpful. The same purpose of what? So planets in the seventh house mean nature of native relationship, nature, or the nature of person's native seek in relationship, both. What are the other signs of a bad fourth house or fourth lord? Any negative impact, any malefic impact, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, debilitated planets in the fourth house, fourth lord debilitated, fourth lord in the sixth house, fourth lord in any of the Dushtana house. That is enough to create troubles at your homeland. Okay. Okay, so let's meet next week. Observation science. I don't know.